2020. Well, friends, you may be asking yourself, why is Joe not using his kegerator? Well, a little bit of a problem, you see. For one, I was out of beer until just recently, and I had one of our awesome homebrewers, Mick, dropped off 2 kegs that he had brewed up at the shop. So thank you if you're watching. But with that, got him home, went to pop him in the handy dandy kegerator here, and it's not working. It is not cooling at all. This caught me by surprise because I've heard it cycling, well, thought I had heard it cycling, and turns out, yeah, the kegerator, the keezer, is dead. Didn't quite know what to do. I tried unplugging, this temperature controller from the entire thing. Just took it out of the equation entirely. And yeah, it still would not cool directly plugged into the wall. So I powered it off, kind of just let it set for a day, powered it back up. You can hear it starting to work. You can hear like I'm guessing it's coolant moving around or oil or something moving inside the kegerator. It sounds like a little bit of a trickle, but it just does not cool at all. So I'm kind of at a loss what to do. If you have any advice for me, please leave a comment down below. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, this type of stuff is not really my forte, and honestly, it worked great for years and years and years. But at the same rate, this is the newest freezer in the household, and it's the first to die, so I don't know what has happened here. It is a freezer, so if you haven't seen the video, the making of, check that out. Anyway, I filmed the whole making of this type thing. It was always taken care of. The bought it brand new temperature controller on the side there. I made sure that it never overcycled. Basically once the system got cool, it just stayed cool. It really didn't. It didn't lose. It didn't lose its cool quickly, so it didn't cycle that much. It's been kept clean. It's on a grounded plug down here in the basement, no extension cord, so there shouldn't be any voltage drop. The only thing that I could think it could possibly be was a couple months ago, Iowa was hit with a derecho, which is basically like a land hurricane, and our area was one of the areas that was hit really, really bad by it. So we lost power for 9 or 10 days. When that happened, I'm pretty sure that I took this and actually shut off its power at the base rather than unplugging everything. So I couldn't imagine, I didn't unplug it though, so I don't know if when power was restored that there was something happened, voltage wise, that it blew it for some reason. I don't know. It's never made a sound. It's never, I mean, the compressor was extremely hot when we unplugged this thing, so I'm guessing that the compressor is dead. But yeah, again, would love your input on this. This is not my forte, and I don't want my keezer to be dead. 2020, it just, I tell you, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of 2020. It's like, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong kind of deal, you know what I mean? So, anyway, please do leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts if you have any experience in working with these type things or troubleshooting them. I don't want to obviously scrap it, but can't really do much with it if it doesn't cool. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I missed anything going over here with you. We've unplugged everything. I plugged the keezer directly into the wall. Still no dice. Plugged it back into the temperature controller. Made sure the temperature controller was set correctly. Thermostat's reading just fine. I mean, it's sitting exactly at the ambient air temp here. There's been no damage to the unit, like kicking it or dropping it, or it's set. You've seen it. It's sat here in this exact same spot for the last, what, 5 years? I'm gonna need to actually go back and look and see when I did that video. I can't. I just don't know. I just don't know. This is such a new freezer. I just don't know what it could be. It sounds like it has power. It sounds like it starts to try to do something, but it just does not cool. And then the compressor gets very, very warm. So hot to the touch. It's got, I'm guessing the compressor is dead, and you can't really replace those, right? Haven't worked on? I don't know. Alright, so here it is. It's powered, but we've got it turned off. This is what happens when I turn it on. Can you hear that? So that's the sound it makes, and it just doesn't cool. So I don't know. Maybe this time it'll cool. Maybe this will be the one time. I don't know. This is inside the kegerator. Can you hear it? A little trickle sound. But yeah, so there's that. There's that. I've got a lot of good parts and stuff in here, so you know, if nothing else, we'll use its guts for. So I was doing this, and I was just kind of going through all the steps, just telling you, where we were and what was up. And 2020 took another great poo on us. Nikki is about an hour away and her car seems to have died. So, I tell you, it is just a year, isn't it? I'm tired. Cheers, everyone! Oh man, that's like perfect timing. My brother came down the stairs, that's what that was. So okay, well, I guess we're gonna go figure that out. She's got to be at work in about an hour, and she's an hour away from where she works, so it's gonna be at least 2 hours, because we live out in the boonies. So I didn't, yeah, we live out there. So so yeah, one more thing. Yeah. But anyway, back to the keezer. Yeah, if you guys have any comments or any advice for me, I'm all ears. Like I was saying, if nothing else, I've got all the parts that will be able to rebuild a new one. I really don't want to, because this thing was a decent amount of work itself. But again, if it can't cool, it's not. It's just, there's no point. So yeah. I wonder, I guess you can't really repair these things, so if I were to donate this, like scrap it or something like that, and we were to start on a new keezer here on the channel, would I still keep it 4 taps? Or would I shrink it? I don't know. I never really had 4 taps going. I think at one time I did. Only ever had a couple, but at the same rate, it was always nice to have the extra space so you could be chilling a beer or you know, force carbing it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go smaller. At least to be able to have 2 or 3 in there. And this thing can do 3 easily just on like the base floor of it. If I put anything up on the shelf, I can do the 4th. Yeah, I don't know. So much stuff to think about that I didn't really want to think about, you know? I didn't want to be in this situation. Well, I guess we'll start. One, we'll get Nikki's car fixed. Which actually works out great because my brother and I were both off today. So, you know, it's literally a day before Thanksgiving, or 2 days before Thanksgiving here when I'm actually filming this. So I took a little bit of time off. So yeah, I mean, it's good that it happened now because someone can help her. But that sucks. I don't know what's wrong with it. The car. We know that this sucker's dead in the water, so if I can't fix it or I can't figure out something to do with this, I think I'm just going to donate it and get it scrapped. There's a person in town that will actually, they pick up stuff like this and they scrap it. And it doesn't cost anything, so that's always good, right? Yeah. Well, hope you all are doing well. Hope you have something to be thankful for, you know. I mean, all said and told, you know, 2020 is pretty sucky, but minor setback, I guess, you know, something like this. Minor setback, you know, first world problems here. So, yeah. Well, do leave me a note down below. Let me know your thoughts, or if you've had a similar situation happen. So, would love to get your input on that. And of course, as always, if this is the first time watching the video, thank you for watching. Checking out the channel, please do subscribe. Click the notification bell to be alerted to my most recent videos. Trying to do a little bit more here. And if you do enjoy the videos, consider supporting me through Patreon. I would greatly appreciate it. Especially because now it looks like I guess I'm going to need a new keezer. So, yeah, I'm going to have to find some money for this. Well, everyone, cheers! Thanks for watching. Sorry to be a little bit of a Debbie Downer. I'm a little bit tired. And today has just kind of punched me in the gut now twice. So with that, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this and I guess start researching a new kegerator. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you soon. 17.